Thank you for today. I really wanted to sort of ask you some of the myths that typically are experienced, what people say about Bullhorn automation is that they need a full-time employee or they need a designated plan to come equipped for how they can set up to utilizing it. What would you say is your opinion to that, and how would you be able to help organizations with automation further?
I often say to clients, it's not necessarily about how much time you think you need to invest, and we'll explore that in a second. But ultimately, it's about if you don't automate, how much time you might be wasting, or how much money you might be spending on systems that you don't now need, or how many job applications you're receiving from external sources when actually a simple automation, once you've added a job onto Bullhorn, could naturally go and find the candidates that have been cleaned up on your Bullhorn system and get them to apply. Which, imagine what you wouldn't have to do if you had that switched on. No more LinkedIn Recruiter, no more job adverts, no more job boards, and all of that, all of the lag that's created by that. Certainly in Barclay Jones's world, it can take either 4 weeks or it can take 8 weeks, and it all depends on the capacity that our clients have got when we start. If it takes 4 weeks, it's just more intensive. But if it was an 8-week implementation, we're looking for around 20 hours of a client's time over that 8-week period, which again, if we say, okay, that's a couple of hours a week, which would be a blend of live sessions and some online learning for you to do at your own pace with a glass of wine if you wish. But then when you've finished, ultimately, then it's the crazy amount of hours that you're getting back into the business to allow you to bill, all the data that you might have cleaned up, all of the candidates and clients that you're more likely to actively manage, and the sales that you're going to generate. We do have rumors that after implementation, it's a really intensive, oh my God, I've got this thing that I need to keep going. Not always the case, actually. What you might need to do is just regularly think, if automation was a human in my business, what would I want it to do? And give it some jobs to do. But evidently as well, what my business is really good at is post-implementation, after we've helped the client make a plan about what the next 3 to 6 months is going to look like, that if they actually do need any heavy lifting doing, we can do that for them anyway. So any myths around the amount of time that clients need to spend, having full-time members of the team managing automation. We've done over 300 implementations now, and that's certainly not something that's happened with the clients that we've worked with.
Some people might see Bullhorn automation as this big heavy beast that they need to do everything all at once. What's your guys' take on that?
I've got some clients that they just have 3, 4, 5 automations switched on. They focus around maybe the sourcing process or the placement and aftercare process, and that's more than sufficient for them for the time being. They allow those automations to bed in, let everyone understand how they're utilizing the automations, the benefits you get from them, the success stories that you can promote across the business. And then after that, they will sit down and maybe the next quarter plan it, the next 2 or 3 automations that they want to work on. So it doesn't have to be a big beast. It can be very, very simple and very, very lightweight as well.
I think it's there's loads of cliches we can throw into this. What you put in is what you get out. But I think as well, it's that brain power of whether you're a one-person business or you are a big beast of a recruitment business. Ultimately, it's understanding where the pain is, either now or where you predict it's going to be. So for a lot of our clients at the moment, they're really focused on business development. Well, if their automations do the job that they're designed to do, they're going to have a problem soon with sourcing because they've got loads of work coming in and they need to then flick those automations to clean up candidate data. Well, actually, there's an argument to say that whilst they're working on their business development, the automation is going to be cleaning up the data, getting it ready. But I've won loads of jobs, I need to now fill them. Oh, and then the automation come along and said, oh, well, I'm not happy about that because you've now got all these candidates in the pipeline. Maybe I need to be sending them out interview debriefing packs and things like that. There's all sorts of things that automation can do to really drive the recruitment life cycle. I do want to expel a myth that you absolutely have to have everything switched on before the implementation is finished. For many of our clients, they attack very obvious pain points at the start. And what the job of the implementation team, my team, is to help them explore what they can do beyond that initial stage and get them understanding, like I said earlier, around imagine automation was a human within your business and you need to keep it busy. Give it some stuff to do on a monthly basis to basically keep the money rolling in, to prevent the need to hire loads of extra people in your business and just to allow you to focus on the business as well. So it doesn't have to be a massive big bang. It can be if you've got capacity, but actually most of our clients like to do a bit at a time, make it really digestible for them.
Amazing. Thank you.